For those of you that watch my channel for some time, before I moved onto the boat, I had a wok that was smuggled underneath my jumper. And it's come back. And part of that is down to the fact that I've been living in hotels and not really eating the types of food that I want to eat or should eat or need to eat. I've been following some lady on the socials, Barbara O'Neill, who's kind of like a health guru. I mean, she's an older lady. She's written a few books. I follow her on Instagram and I listen to what she has to say on YouTube. But there's always people, the AI, the algorithm. There's people that have started up YouTube channels, no face to it, AI driven. It should be illegal. Because you don't, with Barbara O'Neill, she's there, she's talking to you, she's got all the information in her head as to what types of food do to your body, what types of food are good for you, what types of food are not good for you. So I'm listening to her. Is it doing any good? I don't know. However, I'm starting. What's the point today? The date is back end of October. And I think February this year I had a good physique and I want to get that back by February next year. So I'm giving myself 3 months. I need to get a grip. I need to lose my belly, and I'm starting to do press-ups. I've got my dumbbells. I need to do some dumbbell type exercises, so I've been following some people on the Insta because I want my physique back. Mainly because I'm a bit tight, because I don't want to keep buying clothes. I got rid of all my fat gear and now I don't want to get new stuff. I'll give it all to Colin. I'm not saying, but Colin's just larger than me. I don't know if you can see that, but in there's what I call cobwebs and grime and muck and just which has been blown down from inside, the mushroom vent. Now I went on a couple of short trips. I didn't film much, to be honest. I enjoyed the time I was spending on the boat, and I it just. And the other thing being at Cropredy this weekend coming is Fairport Convention, so all the boats are lined up from Cropredy Marina to the other side of Cropredy, heading into Banbury. Lots of boats. It took me, here's something, it took me 4.5 hours to get to the other side of Banbury. I can cycle it in 20 minutes. In a car, 10. 4.5 hours by boat. I mean, it's not that the canal goes straight. I mean, it does the wiggly worm thing and contours the ground. But it took me a long time. And people along the way said, "Oh, mate, that's a nice boat." And I said, "Well, it's only a nice boat because I have to look after it." And I've seen some boats down there that perhaps need a bit of TLC. But I know how difficult it is to look after a boat. And I do try hard. But I haven't cleaned inside my mushroom vents since I've had the boat. They're just held on by these little, these cable tie things. Easy. Old style screwdriver. And I need to put screws down somewhere so I don't lose them. Because I've lost my glasses in the canal, well, in the marina. Back in mid-July, Water was still cold though. But I did cool off a little bit. Why isn't this canal shallow? Somewhere you're thinking I'm a right wet girl's blouse, and you know what, I'm right. I am. Oh. And what I've got to do... You notice my head and shoulders are red. Lawn mowers in the background. Need some snorkels. It is just a matter of trying to stand on them. Now there is some, you know, like there's silt and stuff on the surface, and then you can almost get rock. But that silt is about that thick. I'm treading carefully because I don't want to stand on my glasses and break them. I suppose it's quite dangerous with your bare feet, isn't it? Because you don't know, fishing hooks and stuff have been left in here. Or some sharp implement, which is then another nightmare I've got to contend with. And you get dragged under the boats. You know when you start floating? That's interesting, because you're kind of getting sucked in under the boat. So that would mean as the glasses are falling in, they would get sucked in under the boat. So where I thought I dropped them, well, where I did drop them, may not be where they've ended up. Oh, what's that? Right. I don't want to drop them again. Success and happiness. So here's the thing for me now, the interesting bit is without me actually lifting my body up between the two boats and being sucked in, I would have been looking in the wrong place all the time. So I think there's a couple of lessons here for me. One, put some string on these. Two, understand when you're in a lock or something or other and you're under the boat or you swim, you're gonna get sucked in. I didn't know that. How interesting is that? Now I've got to get out. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. To get success. I can see. And so if I lose a screw, well, I don't want to lose it. I know it'd be on the boat. See what I mean? And up there. Toothbrush. Oh. I thought I had fixed mushroom things, but it looks like they're on a screw. Oh no. I don't want to take that out. Whatever they call it. A thing that I think has come down a little bit, and I don't know. Anyway, it went on. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Didn't take too long. Trusty dishcloth. I got the washing machine going because I wanted to clean. You know, you have your bed sheet, and then there's a mattress protector. I needed a clean. For some reason or other, I thought it might be a good idea last time I cleaned the bottom sheet to put the chainsaw on the bed, and it dripped oil. So there was oil on the mattress protector, which did protect the mattress, by the way, but had a nasty oil stain. And it's like, you know, selling your mattress as new, some stains. Ooh. Get in. Get in. There we go. Where's that screwdriver gone? It can't have been far. I've only just worked. Yeah. Which hole is it? Couple of turns on that one. Couple of turns. Ah! That's better. So that's one done. 4 to do. Do I do them all today? You see, if I do them all today, then what am I going to do tomorrow? Have a cup of tea. It reminds me of that Bernard Cribbins song, Have a Cup of Tea. Right, said Fred, got to get a move on, whatever he says. To get them air vents wouldn't take a mo. Got the air vent, gave it a little bit of descent. Didn't get me nowhere, and so I had a cup of tea. Ha! I'm out with Colin. Colin's got his wife over from the US of A, because that's where they ordinarily live. Colin's been given a 2-year pass to play around on boats, and wife's come over, so they've gone a little bit of a jaunt, not far, a couple of locks, and my job is to teach his wife how to use the locks, because they want to maximise their life whilst they're here and go out and do some boating. Unlike me, of course, because I've been living on a marina for a while, and to be honest, I quite like it. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like the canal life, but there's parts of marina life where I think so much easier. It is. I don't have to worry about water. Mind you, I still conserve it. I don't have to worry about electricity because I can plug in. Mind you, I still conserve it. And one thing that the living on the canal side has done for me, it's made me aware of the resources I use. I was out in Oman teaching some people in Oman about leadership and stuff. Anyway, and when I say to them, I live on a narrowboat, and they go, oh. And what they were shocked about is, one, that you can do that in the UK, and two, they were very much aware of how that living style is different to living on a house. There is something about living on the side of the canal which I really like. Nature, but you're in the middle of it, and the ducks wake you up in the morning, the geese, the ducks ducking, quacking, the birds tweeting, the geese geesing, honking, and the swans hissing. It is nice. And typical UK weather, raining. We've had a lot of rain just recently. Even in the old marina, boat went up a foot. So welcome to the vloggy thing. I am not going to be doing it weekly. I think my life's a little bit challenging at the moment. I've got to go out to in August my son got married. Next week my daughter gets married. But we need to go out to Cyprus for that, because they live in the Middle East, and because not many churches in the Middle East, or mosques, things. They're going to Cyprus, get married. So we're traipsing out to Cyprus, and then I come back from Cyprus. I do a health and safety thingy, two or 3 days up in Durham, and I've already done one of those in Warwickshire. And then after that, I might be going back out to Oman for a week to do a bit of an assessment for an aluminium plant. Quite interesting. I didn't know how aluminium was made. It's very interesting, actually. I thought it was just aluminium. I don't know how anything like that was made. Steel, iron, all that sort of stuff. I just thought it was iron, but no, it's dug out of the ground, and then some electrical currents pass through it, and then waters, and I don't know, but anyway, it's like a sandy type stuff, and then they pass electricity through it, and then they smelt it. Clever stuff, actually. Anyway, that's me boring you. Let's do some boating stuff. Let's listen to Colin's engine pop, 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 popping away on the Gardner engine thing. Some of you true narrowboaters like listening to those, and to be fair, I do too. And here's Heather, Colin's wife, struggling initially with opening the gate paddles. I think that's normal. A lot of people struggle initially because they don't realise sometimes how stiff those paddles are when you're winding them up with the windlass there, and also which side of the balance beam you need to be at. Well, I still make those mistakes occasionally. My method of teaching is, well, I don't know really. I just tell people the main effort of what needs to happen and do what you think is right. And then if it's not right, I'll let you know. A few tips along the way, but, you know, it's easy enough, isn't it? Once you've got the concept in your head. And the more you do it, the more shortcuts you learn. I don't think this one's totally legal, and it doesn't always work. But again, the gate paddles, you let them down as gently as you can. Just saves a bit of time, that's all. And once again, the pop pop of the Gardner. Coming into Crockreedy Marina, a little tight, I think. Going this way, coming north, it's a little easier for some strange reason. But there's a few people that have whacked the sides of the marina entrance. As you see, the brickwork is a little battered, worn, a few battle scars, a few scrapes, I reckon, on people's hulls. And there's the Swanage. Taking it nice and easy. Into his berthing dock. I'm a little out of practice with the editing. I've forgotten stuff. I have enjoyed my time of not YouTubing. You know, having done it for, well, 3 years perhaps. Sometimes, you know, on your own, I've always said this, it's a stress doing things on your own because you have no one to hold the camera. Unfortunately, when I was going into the canal, I had a visitor, and it was just great that, oh, can you do some filming for me, and you're holding the camera and all that sort of stuff. So that was quite good. That doesn't happen often, and I think, you know, couples, I've always mentioned this, couples is easier because you're bouncing off each other, whereas me, generally by myself, and getting blown out by that light there, I find it anyway. Well, but life isn't going to change for a long time, I wouldn't have thought. I go back out to a man on Friday. Today is Tuesday, gusting Wednesday by the time you see this. I have got some stuff that I'm going to show when I come back. You know, a bit more narrowboaty type stuff. I'll have a chat with Colin. I'll probably have a chat with a fellow called John. We'll see, because he's just bought a boat, and I helped him move from where he bought it from to as far as I could get in 2 or 3 days, and assisted him through part of the network. He's enjoying his life. Colin's enjoying his life. I'm working. Yes, I am enjoying life. Do I like it in the marina? It has its benefits. I will discuss these on a future vlog. Like I say, marina life, never knock it, because you don't know when you're going to need it, and when you do need it, it's an absolute godsend. But I do enjoy life on the canal, but wanted to share it with someone is the most important thing for me anyway. That's what I want to do at some stage. Until next time, I'm not sure when. I'm not back till middle of November. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, and thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. That's it. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, those of you that have, and if you haven't, give it a go. Sandbag Sundays will come back. I've got lots to say. Shout out to Mike, who's just seen me today, as it happens. Come across and said hello. Lots has been going on in the UK, and I'm going to put Chris's spin on it. Just inadequate leadership, I think. Anyway, until next time, ciao. Bye-bye.